Compliments, Cutlets, and Candy. A Love Story by Michael Kelly. Chapter 1. The Hole of the Moon. He had long since abandoned his vain pursuit of perfection. Life had taught him that perfection was merely an illusion. It was like a rainbow or a reflection in a still, clear stream. It was a thing of beauty, right there in front of his eyes, but remaining forever tantalizingly just out of reach. There was always a flaw. There was always some tiny imperfection that would spoil even the most magical of moments. He had reluctantly been forced to accept that near perfect was as good as it ever got. That fateful Saturday morning in Bristol was a prime example. It was April the 11th, 1992, and all the ingredients were there for the making of a perfect day. Not only was the weather set fair, but it was also spring, and spring had always been his favourite time of the year. Of course, there had to be a flaw. The imperfection on that day was the time. It was 6:05 a.m. and John Joseph Ryan had never been an early morning man. He sat at the wheel of his car, grumbling, muttering and cursing under his breath. He was reflecting on life. Time had once been his closest friend, but with every passing year was fast becoming an arch enemy. There was always so much to do, and so little time in which to do it. He groaned, sighed, stretched, yawned, and then lit his second cigarette of the day. He groaned again at the realization that his latest attempt to quit his habit again resulted in failure. Once more the spirit had been willing, only for the flesh to be weak. Tomorrow, he whispered. There was always tomorrow. But deep down inside he was acutely aware that his tomorrows never arrived. Traffic was light, and his spirits began to rise as he made steady progress through the leafy suburb of Redland. Redland always looked good at this time of the year with its stately homes and tree-lined avenues, but the droning voices on the radio were beginning to annoy him. As he turned into Cold Harbour Road, yet another expert was pompously promoting his ego and opinions as to how and why Neil Kinnock had managed to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory in that week's general election. Most of the speakers had expressed surprise at the result, but not Mr. Rupert Murdoch. He was more than happy to let it be known to all and sundry that he had personally played a major role in the outcome. He was boasting loudly about his flagship newspaper, The Sun. He bragged about its banner headline, which brashly screamed to the world that it was The Sun what won it. Ryan smiled as he listened to the discussion. He wasn't a political animal, and he felt a distinct sense of relief as the talking finally ended and the music started. Shakespeare's Sister sang the #1 song in that week's hit parade, Stay With Me. If this world is wearing thin and you're thinking of escape, I'll go anywhere with you. Just wrap me up in chains. But if you try to go out alone, don't think I'll understand. Stay with me. Stay with me. He attempted to sing along, but his efforts were hesitant and badly off key. He soon gave up and conceded that he was far from fluent with either the lyrics or the melody. The failure brought another frown to his face, as he realized that with each passing year, popular music was slowly leaving him behind. He was soon smiling again, however, as the Waterboys followed with The Hole of the Moon. I pictured a rainbow. You held it in your hands. I had flashes, but you saw the plans. I wandered out in the world for years while you just stayed in your room. I saw the crescent, but you saw the whole of the moon. Yes, you saw the whole of the moon. Now he was able to join in and sing along loudly and confidently. And this time he was both word and pitch perfect.